am outside. It's a beautiful day here in Toronto, Brampton to be exact. So I wanted to say it's quite the hot day today. So I'm filming out here because I absolutely love being outside. I live outside, and that's one of the things I'm going to tell you about a little bit later. But today it's like, how do you get started? How do you get started with health and wellness and living the healthy lifestyle? A few of you have asked me and said, how do I start? I guess they feel overwhelmed with all the stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's start with some baby steps today and kind of show you maybe some of the routes that you can take in order to have a healthy lifestyle. So let's go for it. So I also wanted to quickly mention that it's never too late. I'm so glad that you're here today to start no matter what. I started after I got sick. Okay, I had to do it. I had to find out. I had to research. I had to do my homework, and I did it. But whether you just found out you're sick, whether you got diagnosis, whether you're healthy, now is the time to do it. So I'm so happy that you're here. And without any further ado, let's talk health and wellness and how to start. Woohoo! Yeah, sometimes we feel like we need to be a superhero, don't we? Well, we don't always need to be a superhero. We're moms, we're sisters, we're friends, we're grandmas, we're the whole bit. Sometimes we are so overwhelmed by everything that we feel like we need to be a superhero. But in fact, we're always superheroes no matter what you do. So, let's stop trying to act like a superhero and let's do this thing. Let's fly away. Woo! Morning. Morning, my peeps. I feel I hit the snooze button. Nah, no snooze button. Did you have a good sleep? I did. It's a beautiful day, sunny. It's early. Let's go make some jaw, do a quick workout. We have a great day. I hope you have a great day too. Rise and shine. Yay! Sleep. We all love sleep. Sleep used to be a hobby of mine. Yep, you heard me right. I used to sleep in the afternoons. It was my favorite time of the thing. And I absolutely love sleep. Now, I don't need it every day. I feel like I'm actually taking care of my health now. But sleep, they say you need 8 hours of sleep? 8 hours of sleep? Do you really think you get 8 hours of sleep? I don't think anybody does. And you don't need 8 hours of sleep. I'm not a doctor, okay? But I'm telling you, everybody is different, okay? Every body is different. I mean, I can sleep. I can sleep all day. And if I don't have an alarm, I cannot get up. That's just me. That's just me, okay? My husband, on the other hand, only needs about 4 or 5 hours sleep, and he's good to go, okay? So I'm just saying, find out what works for you and then maintain it. Did you hear me? Find out what works for you and then maintain it. So stick to that schedule so you know exactly what you're doing and you go from there. On the sleeping note, it's like, how do you fall asleep? Some people just fall asleep just like that. I hit my head on the pillow and I'm out like a light. Some people actually diffuse lavender, which is okay. I love diffusing lavender anyway. Some people read. Some people knit. Yes. Knitting is good. It's very relaxing. And I will be doing an upcoming video on that. So however you do it, I know TV is not supposed to be good because of all the electronic waves and stuff, and it's not good for you to go to sleep. But if it makes you sleepy and you're okay with it, do it. Do it. So fall asleep in the way that you need. Okay? Find out that ritual. Again, stick to that schedule and do it. Oh, hi. I'm trying to meditate. Okay, some people do use meditation as a form of falling asleep. I cannot, however. I can't seem to slow this brain going. But if it works for you, do it. Give me some tips. I know this segment is on sleep, but I just want to kind of touch up on productivity in your day. Okay, it took me a long time to figure out when I'm most productive. Okay, as soon as lunch rolls around, I find I'm not very productive. I get tired. I mean, I don't need naps anymore. However, it depends on what I eat. And then the evening rolls around, then it's dinner time, and I just feel, oh my God, what a day. So for me, even though it's still not the greatest, but the morning is the best for me. So I know when I have something to do, I do it in the morning. Okay, I get up, work out, do all my stuff, shower, whatever. And then that little chunk before lunch is my time to do my productive work for the day. So find out what your time is and work around that. I swear to you, it will make a difference. My one advice on the sleep and productive part of your day is to find out what works for you. Only for you, not for your neighbor, not for your friend. Find out what works for you and stick to it. And I've had some people say to me, well, I don't work out with weights. I can't go running. I can't do all this. Well, all I got to tell you is baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Go into larger steps. Just start. I did a running program. I'm not a runner, but after 1 month's program, I ran a 5K. Okay? I never used to use weightlifts, dumbbells, but I do it now, and I feel so much stronger. So baby steps. So if it starts with that group, you do whatever you need to do, whether it's just showing up. Whether you can't do half the workout, just show up. Whether you're just picking up 2-pounders, whether you're just showing up and supporting somebody else. Baby steps, I swear. I mean, you've heard this all before. Baby steps are key. A lot easier to do baby step than to be overwhelmed by everything. So don't be a baby. Just take baby steps. Another thing that I like to do is I like to shop, but I also like to wear new clothes all the time, and it just makes me feel good, right? But I want to say that if it helps you to wear workout gear that you feel good in, buy it. Like we just talked about this in our group the other day, reward yourself. I just finished a program and I rewarded myself with some very expensive leggings, but I did it because it makes me feel good. So find out if that is important to you, and if it is, buy that fancy top. Do whatever you need to do to look good, to make you feel good. So working out. We all know exercise is really, really good for you. Okay, it's good for everything. It's good for sleep, it's good for life, it's good for mentality, it's good for emotions, good for everything, right? We all know that. Oh, there's a butterfly. See? Her lives. Hello, butterfly. Anyway, the workouts, I have to admit, after even I got sick, I still didn't really work out. I did it here and there. I didn't really do it. So what worked for me, and again, it's different for everybody, but what worked for me is the accountability of a whole group. I have a group, we're called Mountain Climbers, and we are accountable to everybody. We show up every single day on Zoom, and we be accountable. We work out together, or we work out separate, or we be accountable, but we do it. And it's amazing community, and the support is huge. So support and accountability, you need to go find it wherever you need to find it, and do it and be accountable to somebody, and I swear that will make you the difference. Just wanted to say we will also be talking about our workout group and working out and doing all the support and the whole bit that I mentioned in a upcoming segment. We'll talk to my coach, and we'll just kind of rah everybody, because that's what we all need. That's what I get from my support, and we'll certainly talk about it in further detail in another video. My advice to you in one sentence in this segment is that just start. Baby steps. Go for a walk. Just hang out with somebody who works out. Baby steps. Another thing we do in our support group is take measurements and pictures. That's not a must, but just for you, if you feel that you can take pictures, you can see how you feel at the end of 2 weeks, at the end of an 8-week program, at the end of a 13-week program. I just finished a 8-week program. I took measurements from my last year's to this year, and so what I'll do is when I finish this 13-week program, I'll compare it to the one that I just finished. So for me, because I'm so tiny, I don't really see the difference visually, but I feel them. And to me, that's more important. How you feel, that is priceless. It's got nothing to do with weight. But we've had amazing results in terms of pounds and inches and how one feels. So those measurements and pics are so important. So when you start whatever regimen you're starting, that's a great way to see your progress, and I highly recommend it. Now, next I want to talk about food. Food is so important, especially after getting sick. The first thing you want to fix is your diet, is your food. The other stuff comes later, but that usually tend to be the first thing. So, they say no sugar, no wheat, no alcohol, no caffeine. I'm sure there's another one too, but all those things taken out of your diet, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to do, and it's very overwhelming. I remember a few years I did take them out with the help of a specialist, and within, I think it was 12 days, yes, I did have headaches in the beginning because I couldn't have coffee, tea, and all of that, but after 12 days, oh my God, I did lose, I think it was like 16 pounds, which on me, that was a lot, but yes, those things really do help. I was sleeping better. I was doing all that stuff. So it really helped. But that was overwhelming. It really did work, but that's overwhelming. Not everybody can do that. So after I got sick, the biggest culprit for me was sugar. Okay, sugar and stress. So I learned to control sugar in my diet. So that's the first thing I take out. Whether I have maybe a cup of white rice for whatever reason, I would rather take the rice than the sugar. So for me, you got to figure out what one little baby step. I know we keep talking about baby steps, but that's what it's all about. Find out that one little thing you want to start with. And I guarantee when that comes along within a week or 2 weeks, you're going to say, okay, what else can I take out of my diet? What else can I take out of my diet? And it really does work. So again, baby steps. I hate to keep repeating it, but it is about baby steps.
Which one? You know.
Another thing I want to mention about food is, and it took me a really long time to figure this out. I remember when I was dating my husband, there was times that I felt sick. It was almost sort of like a dog out the window, almost ready to throw up. And it took me a few years to figure this out. But what it was is that my stomach knows exactly what time it is. So if I don't eat on time, my stomach knows and gets all confused. And it makes me go bonkers. I first probably get weak, and if I still don't get food, I feel like throwing up. If I don't get that, then I feel shaky. So I go through stages. So I know exactly what's happening to my body without looking at the clock. I know exactly what time it is. I need to stick to that schedule. That's just me. My family knows that, oh my God, any minute she's gonna get hungry and we need to feed her. So you need to figure out what your schedule is. Not everybody is like that, but I just wanted to make note of that. That's what I figured after all these years. However, find out what works for you. The timing, everybody is different. I don't know other people. Like my husband can go a whole day without eating, and sometimes when I'm with him, before all COVID and everything, I remember I used to say, well, aren't you going to feed me? Like, come on, right? Because he didn't care, because he didn't eat. So find out what works for you and eat on time. The thing that I'm really trying to work on right now is not to eat too much. I know everybody shouldn't be eating. We all eat way too much in one sitting, they say. I remember when I was younger, I used to eat so much. And I remember one of my colleagues was saying, you're so tiny and yet you eat so much. But maybe I, cursed it. Because right now I can always eat like a bird. Like my sister says, I eat like a bird. But I need to have many meals instead of one big meal. So what I try to do is, what I figured out what I do is I plate my dish, then I take some out. Because I feel like I can eat this much, but then I need to take that little out because I will feel, bloated in the whole bit. And that's not a good feeling after a great healthy meal. You still eat too much of a healthy thing. So try to cut it down. And you probably heard this before, the 80-20% rule. 80% of it is really about food, and 20% is exercise and everything else. But the food that we take in our body is honestly the whole central nervous system of everything. They say your gut is everything. What goes in your gut, that's a big part of you. Now, just currently, I've been actually for a year now, I've been trying to do the vegetarian route, but there's so many different kind of things that you can go on. But that is what I aim for. Most of the time, I'm pretty good. It's been a while since I've actually had any kind of even chicken. So, but I want to say is that it's sometimes hard to find new recipes. You get bored of the same thing. Even when you're not trying something new, you get bored of the same stuff. So what I do is I make it a weekly habit. I always look for new recipes. I always ask. I always share. Because if you're trying new things, sometimes you may love them, sometimes you may hate them, but it's a great way to try new things, and it keeps the variety going. Honestly, it's so important to keep trying new things, otherwise you will get bored and you'll go back to your old ways. Another big part of our support group is actually talking about it's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat. This is life. Life is too short. If you want that ice cream, have that ice cream, okay? For me personally, what I do is I be really good during the week. And it doesn't mean because the weekend's here, I need to cheat. No, if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. If I feel like having an ice cream bowl, I'll have it on the weekend. I prefer on the weekend. But then I know how I feel after. I feel really awful. My stomach feels really bloated and all of that. And I don't like the way it feels. So for me, sometimes I really think about it before I'm going to touch something. And I'm going to say, oh, you know how it makes me feel. So I try to stop it. But if I really feel like I want something, go ahead. Go have that birthday wine glass. Have that celebration cake. But do it in really moderation. And don't affect your life. So we don't call it a diet, we call it a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so sometimes we do fall off the wagon, but that's okay. We all making little drop-offs here and there, but get back into the driver's seat, get back on the road and start driving. Okay, that's the most important part. Happy driving. I'm going to talk to you about positivity and mindset, okay? I am contagious with positive vibes, and I'm here to share them with you, and hopefully you're receiving them. But for me, it's all about fun. I love having fun. F is my middle name, fun. And I love having fun. So I love to laugh, and that's what I do best, and that's what keeps me sane. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be. I remember I was doing some presentation. It was very professional. I did it. I recorded it great, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You know me, I'm a little crazy. Even after my workout, I usually put some crazy Instagram story on because that's me. I'm not known for being professional, but I can be professional and funny. I like to make people laugh. That's what I do best. You need to do is find something that makes you feel good, and hopefully with others as well. So share what you have. If you love being friendly to people, that's a great thing, because that makes people feel so good. You feel good for doing it, and it makes other people feel good. So do what makes you feel good first of all, and if it can make others at the same time feel good, that's amazing. Now, mindset is something that is talked about all over the place. Mindset really is mind over matter. You know how you get the complainers who actually want to, let's say, eat healthy, but they do nothing about it. So you need to get it up here before you get it down here. You understand what I'm saying? So it really needs to be mind over matter. So what I like to do, for example, is I'll tell you a secret that I do later, but I actually, let's say I feel like, oh, my house is all unorganized. I watch a lot of organizing videos, and it eventually gets into your head, and you say, oh, how do I organize this, or how do I organize this? Or if you want to eat healthy, watch a bunch of videos and get it in your head. So that's the same sort of thing. It's getting into your mind, and then it kind of automatically comes. It works. Talk about how positivity really makes a huge difference. This was something I learned at Wellspring. I don't remember the logistics of it, but there were two people. There was one person who was diagnosed with cancer, who had a really good diagnosis, and that everything was going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. But they had no positivity. And then there was another person who actually was, I think, terminal, but great positivity. And that person actually beat out the other person because it was all up here. It was all up here. So positivity goes a long way. Great story, huh? I really do find that positivity really helped me through my sickness when I got diagnosed. And it really does make a great impact. I talked to you about a secret on mindset and what I've been doing for probably, I would say, for the past year or so. I've been kind of not doing it as much now, but it really does work. And I remember I was on some sort of video on exercise, or it was a post, a Facebook post on exercise. And somebody said, oh, you should listen to this guy, and it really helps you in doing exercise. And I thought, what? How does he make you want to do exercise? So I didn't understand it. So I kind of started doing my homework. And anyway, apparently you can reprogram your mind. Reprogram your mind. Did you hear me? Reprogram your mind. Yes. So apparently they say, I'm not going to get into logistics. I will pop down the video down below so you can take a peek at what I'm talking about. And this person says that most of our stuff in our mind actually comes when we're sleeping. It comes when we're sleeping in one of the stages, and that's how we remember. It's sort of like children. We kind of remember those things. It's just automatic. It's just automatic. So I used to do it when, say, for example, you want more business. And you're watching business videos, business training, and you do it before you go to sleep. Because when you drift off to sleep, you're in that stage and you remember these things. And you keep doing it every single night. And I remember sticking in my earphones at night and going to sleep that way. So it really does help. It's not going to happen in one day or overnight. Do it for a week or two and keep doing it. And honestly, it would make a huge difference. So again, this is the same sort of thing as if you want to work out more, listen to workout videos. If you want to eat healthy food, listen about healthy food. So again, I learned about reprogram and how it works first for a first few times. And then I started going into the different areas. But give it a try. Honestly, it really, really works. It's amazing how the mind works, the body works. It's amazing. One of the reasons that I'm outside today is because I love to stay outside. So when I talk about positivity, outside makes me feel really, really good. During the summer, we're not inside at all, honestly. We eat out here, we sleep out here. I slept out here last night. It got a little cold, but the moon, the stars are great. We play outside. We're outside. As you can see, I'm so much darker now because I don't go in. So this makes me feel good. So this is why I do this all the time. The winter is a whole different story. Yeah, I like to hibernate. My advice to you on positivity and mindset would be, if I had to choose one, would be just to hang around with the right people. It honestly will be contagious and it will affect you, and you will be positive with the correct mindset. So I hope you enjoyed this video on getting started and taking baby steps to health and wellness. It can be overwhelming, and I hope you guys practice some of what was said today. Let me know if any of these things work, or you have any other suggestions. That would be great. But again, like my video if you've liked any kind of information in it. Comment. I love comments. Share away with your family and friends, and subscribe. That would be awesome. And just let's all keep healthy.